Been waiting on you, fam. How you doing? Oh, let me say this right now before I say anything else. If you were in the contest yesterday trying to win tickets to the Thursday night game against the Rams on the 21st of the month, yeah, September 21st, if you were trying to win those tickets, the voting is still hot. It's still live. Have your friends and family come on over, and let me give you the quick instruction on this. All they got to do is tap the screen on the phone. The little eye will appear at the top right hand corner. Tap that little eye, a little little voter pamphlet falls down, and all you folks have to do is tap your name. Okay, I just want you to know it's not over. The fat lady has not sang. She lost a little weight anyway. I don't know what to call her anymore. Hey, let me remind you too. Get the Ronbo Sports app for phone. For your new viewers, you'll need the app to get the phone number and the PIN number. And also zooming in. You can zoom in from any place on the planet. If you got the Ronbo Sports app, you'll already see the directions right there on how you can just zoom in. We love it when people zoom in. We want to see your face in the place. You know what I'm saying? And also, and you can continue to call in if you're not like Nighthawk and you don't really appreciate people looking into your house and all that type of thing, watching your dog walk by. You can still use the telephone. We would not take that away from you, shy person. Also, I want to remind you to the viewers and opinions on or the guests of the Ronbo Sports program do not necessarily reflect those of Ronbo Sports. This channel seeks to provide a platform and venue for all members of the Niner Empire while promoting free and unabridged dialogue for all those that have something they want to address and reach out towards the 49er fan base, the best fan base in the planet. Don't get me pumped up. I'm about to holler. And let me point out the thing that we got to point out. I wish we didn't have to even say it. Chat room etiquette, please. I don't mind if you talk to somebody in heated fashion. You can call them names and stuff. That's your style. You can call them anything, but you do not get to call them anything racist. Do we understand each other? There will be no racism on the Ronbo Sports chat room. All right? And if you do, we got to say goodbye. So come on now. Work with me, fam. Let's not do that. If you're an outsider, it'll give you great privilege to boot your ass out. So go ahead and test us. Okay? There. Hey, let me go ahead. The subject matter of today, which has had me hot all week long, PFF, right? What'd they say? 49ers, your front seven. It's the worst in the league. Here's their reasoning, though. They say the 49ers will be the dark horse candidate for possibility of most improvement this year. They'll be banking on rookies Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster. Each first-round picks, while San Francisco will also hope for a re-emerging season from edge defender Aaron Lynch. With the ageless veteran Elvis Dumervil and Navorro Bowman guiding them, this team could be solid on the front seven. Keyword, here comes a little dig. Keyword, could, as we just don't know yet. Real quickly, I just want to say something about this, and then I'll go to the phone. Them same daffy analysts, right? They did special profiles on Arik Armstead, Devo Buckner, Solomon Thomas, Reuben Foster, and Navorro Bowman. About Arik Armstead, what'd they say? They tweeted it out. Arik Armstead has been one of the most productive pass rushers among 3-4 defensive ends over the past 2 years. Since entering the league, Armstead was second only to the Texans' J.J. Watt in pass rush productivity. There's one, and he's not even the best guy on the line, okay? Deforest Buckner. No rookie interior defender came close to Deforest Buckner's production on the interior. Despite being overworked, Buckner still managed to maintain his effectiveness, leading all rookies in defensive stops by a wide margin per PFF. Buckner also tied 49ers team with 6 sacks, an impressive feat, and he was doing that from the inside of the line. Solomon Thomas busted out on the scene last year and was as impactful as any lineman in the country. 61 tackles, 14 for loss, 8.5 sacks, and 2 fumble recoveries. Thomas also led all interior defenders against the run. You see where this is going here? You got one of the best guys that you can get out there rushing the quarterback. You got one of the best bodies in the middle, somewhere, taking care of the run. He's going to be joined by who? Reuben, Navarro, Malcolm, Ahmad. Come on, man. How do you guys come up with this? And then Reuben Foster, our highest graded linebacker in college football last year. This is PFF tweeting. The 49ers will be hoping for as a big rookie impact as possible from Reuben Foster. But yet, y'all got the worst. You got the worst front seven in the league. Well, hey, Navorro Bowman. Navorro Bowman is reportedly back at full speed after a 2016 Achilles injury. When healthy, he's been a top run stopper. Top 5 to be exact. Don't tell me this. What is with the? They got the worst front seven in the league, and they said that with no shame. Yeah. All right. Hey. Anything else you want to bring? I know. We're ticking the clock away. And this time tomorrow, Kirk Cousins will all of a sudden add to the drama of both Washington, San Francisco, and possibly several other teams. But the bottom line is this. Kirk already told people back 2-3 months ago, I tell you, Dan, I want out if you guys aren't going to pay me, and I will not sign any long-term deals with anybody except for the San Francisco 49ers. I don't believe he was playing, so we'll see about that. But anyway, defense, Kirk, and anything else you want to jump on. Hey, who we talk to first? Oh, it's Toby. I'd give him an intro, because he's gotten used to it.
Forward, 49ers fire.
Tell me your assessment on these, and this is like been the most craziest offseason in the world. It ain't been quiet no particular time. You know what I'm saying? So what are you thinking?
Man, I know Brian Hoyer last 17 games, 62.8 completion percentage, 4,051 yards, 7.1 yards per pass attempt, 25 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 93.7 QB rating. That's what I know. I'm curious to see how he plays out this year. Kirk Cousins, we all know that that's the elephant in the room right now. But I just threw those stats out there just for anybody that, that doesn't think Brian can get the job done for now. But I have a question for everybody. And when we play Kirk Cousins week 6, do we take it easy on him or do we annihilate him? I'm very curious to know. I have very mixed emotions about the situation because you don't want to hurt your future potential franchise QB. Franchise QBs don't grow on trees, So what do we do?
Oh, God, what a dilemma, right? Can you imagine the 49ers actually take Kirk's knees out and put him out for the season? Kyle would be upset. I can see him now staring at the dude as he comes back to the bench. And, Coach, I'm with you. Kyle doesn't say anything to him, just looks away. That would be a scene to be caught on camera, wouldn't it?
Man.
Because he's just doing his job, whoever it was, just doing his job. So.
Yeah, at the end of the game, he's going to tell his agent, hey, man, sign me up for San Francisco tomorrow because I need to play with those guys because I cannot play against those guys. They play with extreme violence and extreme physicality, and I don't even have a chance of beating them in the playoffs and nothing like that. So if I want to win a Super Bowl, I need to go to the 49ers because they are about to be a dominant team. And I'm not going to win a Super Bowl unless I go to San Francisco.
And tell me about what you was telling me a little earlier about what was going on in that barbershop. You got 2 players you were telling me about there. Actually on that defense, the PFF says ain't worth a damn.
You got Aaron Lynch, man. Aaron Lynch, Instagram Live. Somebody was like, hey, are you a 49ers fan? He was like, what the fuck you think? Motherfucker tripping. And somebody was like, man, are you ready to play the Seahawks? He said, fuck the Seahawks. He's probably well aware of that video, man.
Was that inside the barbershop?
Yeah. So it was Aaron, his cousin, and the barber, and they were there talking shit, and Aaron cut his hair off because he said it's a new, he's a new person. He's
Good.
changing. He changed his diet around, he changed his friends around, and
His
dude looks
friends.
good, man. Dude looks like he's in good shape, and
Because
he
they
knows.
eat too much.
He has that look on his face, like he knows. He ain't worried about nothing. So either way it go, we got a potential to have Bowman, Armstrong, Malcolm Smith, Reuben Foster, Aaron Lynch, Buckner, Armstead, Solomon Thomas on the field at the same time.
That was the missing
crazy,
piece,
man.
Toby. That was the missing piece in my mind. If Aaron Lynch is on board, I dare any team in the league to try to score a bunch of points on the San Francisco 49ers. It was going to be tough enough. But with Lynch in the mix, good Lord. I like our top 10
with Lynch
chances.
out there. And he also said that they already know the defense. Like, they already got the defense down. Now it's just about,
Simple,
chemistry and, formations. Of course, the same play, everybody has a different assignment depending on the formation or emotion.
Yeah.
So say if they motion to the left or right, that's the one part that, they're still working on. But other than that, man, Jonathan Stewart, week 1, Christian McCaffrey, come on, man. And you got people playing for their lives, for their careers, and you got Buckner. He's holding people accountable. He said that already in his first press conference. He said, I'm holding people accountable this year, man. He said,
hard as I work,
I didn't do that enough last year. And even Arik Armstead, it was like, hey, that's your boy, man. That's your boy. Get on him a little bit more. But and it's an honor for them to work out with Michael Bennett, man. You already know, man. I'm excited about this offense. I don't see not one hole on our team. Only question mark I see is Brian Hoyer, but I don't see any other holes at any position. Period.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeremy Curley, Vance McDonald, Carlos Hyde, the only 3 players back from last year, skill position players. Other than that, it's a whole new team.
Sure.
I'm going to let somebody else hop on here and do their team. Do their team on the Ronbo show. Ronbo, Ronbo, I'm gone. To the comment section, Ronbo. Peace out.
Thanks, Toby. Woo. Hey, and there's Sahel. And so I just seen somebody, Sahel, I just saw a question saying, is the voting over? No. Let me repeat it again. The voting ends Monday. So if you were in the contest, there's still a chance to hustle up, campaign, get your voters in. Go to the video, and as I say, tap your phone. The little eye will show up at the top. Tap the little eye. The voting ballot will drop down. Vote for whomever you want to win. That's it. If you're on a computer, just rub your mouse same way across the upper right-hand corner. You'll see it. It'll fly out. Click it. Boom. There's your voting ballot. All right. There you go. All right. Sahel, go ahead, man. This doomsday defense, are they going to be the worst in the NFL? Oh, PFF, if I ever find out. I'm going to send tweets. Sahel, what are you thinking, man?
What's up, Ronbo? What's going on? No, we're going to be a great defense. We're going to be a top 10 defense. And by the way, I voted for Kenneth because I feel bad for him because, honestly, that Seattle game put a bad taste, and we don't want that bad taste from. So, Kenneth, I voted for you.
I agree. Well, that Seattle game, he had to be there for
it. I love the kids, by the way. I love the kids.
Yeah. they were adorable, aren't they? Oh, God. But,
yeah.
But go ahead, Sal. Elaborate a little bit, man. What else you got going on?
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about, tomorrow. It's a big day for the franchise of the San Francisco 49ers and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
We're going to definitely find out if this guy's going to get a contract. And right now, it's a long term. It's not going to happen. It seems like it's going to be a stalemate. So I'm looking at the Washington Redskins schedule. They're playing against Seattle. They're playing against Arizona. And I'm playing against the Rams. If they beat Seattle, I will be maybe changing my thoughts. Because honestly, I want those Seattle bums to be beaten up. And that's what type of player, quarterback we want. We want to win our division. You want to win our division. That's the key thing of winning a playoff and making a playoff berth. So that is that. But defense, it's going to win championship. We got that depth, and it's going to be a beautiful thing because that we have, Ronbo, is a lot of teams are very jealous about.
Yeah.
So that's what wins championships, that depth. So we'll see from there.
Tell you, man, I didn't realize you brought up something there I wasn't aware of. I didn't know that the Hawks, I guess the Redskins are making the West Coast swing this year. I didn't know that the Hawks play the Redskins. That is a game we're all going to be watching very closely. How does Cousins perform against the Doom?
And guess what they're playing at? They're playing at Seattle.
Oh, that's especially.
Week.
That's especially. That's very interesting. What week? Have you got this? Do you remember what week? Is it early?
Let me see.
I want to circle that
5,
date.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, no, second half. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That'll be interesting as heck, man. God, I got to see
And
that one.
And he's playing against good defense. You know, I'm looking at they're playing against Denver. You know, Arizona is still there, and Seattle. So he's definitely going to have play against good defense. So I'm definitely going to find out. Him playing against good defense, he's going to make, because Seattle and Arizona are no joke as a defense, and we definitely need to take those bums out. So we'll find out. But we definitely got, on our side, we have great defense. We got Foster. We got Solomon Thomas, my boy, your boy. And we definitely, and we got that death, Aaron Lynch is definitely going to step up.
Yeah.
Armstead is waking up. Dumervil is going to make that point that he belongs, and we're going to surprise the world. You know, we're not going to be no 2-14, 4-12, 5-11. We're going to surprise the world. And shout out to Toby, my brother, my Sacktown brother. You know, we want these doubters to come against us, and until we surprise the world, because we don't want to be everybody. Oh, the 49ers are on top. We don't want to be on top. We want to surprise. We want to shut down Seattle. We want to take them off, take their feet from the ground, take that skates they think they have on us. We're going to surprise the world. That's what we want. We want them to think that we're bums, because we're no bums anymore.
So let me ask you a question.
We're going to surprise the world.
What if Brian Hoyer, I don't know why people suspect Brian Hoyer to fail, but anyway, what if Brian Hoyer does something like a 10-6? Now, the Cousins issue, this is why I keep wondering, Brian Hoyer does a great job this year. The offense seems to click with him like a machine. Now, Cousins, next season, next summer, are we in a dilemma? Kirk Cousins gets paid $6 million a year. And, of course, you got the nice, workable rookie contract of C.J. Beathard. Then, of course, I believe that what's his name? The secondary, Barkley. I think Barkley doesn't get paid so much money. Well, I think he's considered the second string. So he'll get paid backup cash, right? What do you do next season? Do you say goodbye to Boyer and keep Barkley, who's cheaper? Or do you roll with Beathard, who's even cheaper, and just keep those two to back up? Or do you go ahead and just say, Cousins, we think we've rejuvenated and wakened up the sleeping giant in Brian Hoyer, and everybody's going to say, what? But that possibility could be there. Because, as I say, Hoyer goes up a level when he starts playing with Shanahan. He's not going to look like he played anyplace else like he's going to look this year. So I'm saying the possibility is there. What happens then?
Yeah, how I look at it, too, is if Hoyer does a 10-6, and say, for example, he took us to the playoffs, I think he cut ties. He trade Barkley, or he cut ties with him. I believe he has a 1 year after that. And you have Beathard, see what happens with him. Yeah. Cousins, it's depending on if he does well, and what it looms is not going to be, it's going to be a tough schedule. I'd rather bring our own and draft our own and have Hoyer back for next year and be that number one, teach that number one pick, quarterback that we take, groom him, and between Beathard and we'll see. And, obviously we have to think about if Beathard possibility could be that guy, we just have to pull New England and trade one, most likely Beathard, to somebody and get more picks. And that's how the new regime is. We're trading. Lynch is a smart man. He's going to get these picks up. He's going to give up Beathard maybe. But we'll see what happens. I would love to see how Beathard plays this season. Yeah. So But I'd rather just get our own and see from there.
Well, I tell you, Shanny loves him. And remember, all those people everybody loves as far as the quarterbacks go, Shanahan's not going to like them. I already know right now. He's not going to like him. He's going to look down in the second or third round. He's going to see somebody. They're all going to be saying, well, why him? And that's the way Shanny works. All right.
But let me add to this, too, by the way, before I go, is, we have the cap. We have $56 million.
I thought it was 66.
I'd rather spread the wealth because obviously these players are going to come up in contract years. They're going to show up, and you're probably going to need to give these players as money. And Trez said a point that, 4 or 5 more years, we got to give that money. So we always want to have backup money for these players. And Cousins, he has to show me if he's an elite quarterback, and that's all I have to say. Yeah. Just show, and then we'll bring.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Build it, and it will come.
Okay, yeah. I agree. But I do say about the money. The cap goes up, and there's a certain amount of money that you have to roll over every year anyway. I think there's some kind of a penalty involved. But anyway, that's down the road, and I'm sure the 49ers are probably going to plan for you. Remember, Parag Marath is in the office. With him in the office.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah, so I'm saying people don't need to worry about the cash. Parag is a bad dude. Okay. Hey, say hell.
Losing him, it would be definitely difficult. But yeah, anyways, you guys have a good night. And vote for, like this guy, sub this guy. Ronbo Sports is the best place. Tell your friends, tell your family. Is the best 49 talk ever all year long. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Al. All right, see you on the rewind. And we're going, and AJ, it's going to get AJ because before AJ goes and checks into a movie or a restaurant or something, get AJ. AJ, what happened? You didn't zoom in, man. We were waiting for that, man, because we like to watch you, go through your life.
Oh, man, I'm actually just trying to keep my mind clear and watching Celebrity Family Feud with Big Puff Mouth Steve Harvey.
See, we would have loved to watch you watching that show, man. That would have been just made my day. He's watching Steve.
I didn't know it was gonna be on. I thought I was just doing audio, so I was listening. Yeah. And then I heard something like mute off. I'm like, oh, Ronbo. You know what I'm talking about? So it's on.
Hey, tell me, I'm shooting digs out at PFF about saying the 49ers front seven is no worse than last, the worst in the league. You feelings on that, man?
Damn.
Yeah, they said it.
I didn't read it, but I did look it up, and I didn't see anything about it. What was it? Saturdays, Fridays, Thursdays?
Yeah, they did that early in the week, just out of nowhere. It was sort of like one of them things where PFF sat around and said, "What are we going to talk about today?" Hey, I know. The front seven, the 49ers. Everybody thinks that front seven is going someplace, but they've proven nothing yet. Rank them last. And then as I say, I really think it was random. So they just threw it out there and put us the worst front seven in the league. And I says, what? How do you do that? So that's I'm having a hard time with that. Yeah. Especially when they profile their players the whole time, man. So.
But I think we'll bounce completely in the thick of things from day one if we can just get the right, the right gel, man. We gotta get that chemistry that's gonna pop, and everybody say, okay, we kind of spoke too soon. Make them put the foot in their mouth, and then we can put the piece in their face. You feel me?
Sure would, boy. I tell you, I'm feeling you on that. Tell you what,
we can put the whole pie crust.
Yeah, in the pan. Hey, also, where do you think they might rank though? Look at that. Think about that line for a minute. Where would you think they'd rank if everybody stays healthy, and of course, during the course of the season, they're going to gel and get better and better anyway. Where would you rank those guys? Or anticipate?
Being that a lot of them are still developing, I like to be fair and not even, be objective on the game. I would rank them if it was just talking about just the front line. Real talk, we can beat anywhere from 18 to 22, top 20,
right.
Top 18. If you got 20, if you got to go top 1 through 20 out of all the teams. But if Houston depends on that dude, man. Really, that defensive coordinator. If he can bark some real stuff and let them buy into it, and they buy into it, or whatever he got as far as schemes and schematics, we'll be fair. We'll be able to get past the 15th mark. We'll probably be in the 12th or even 14 as far as because of the players we have. That's what I'm saying, because of the players we have.
Exactly.
But they got to.
I like that estimation.
They got to save him,
Yeah. No, I like that estimation because this is the kind of system where the guys can just be themselves. If you're a wild, crazy man, you're going to get the chance to be a wild, crazy man on a defense. So when I think about guys like Buckner and Lynch, and then you got, we don't know what kind of personnel. I do know that Solomon Thomas is a little bit sick because the things I heard about him saying to offensive linemen make me know that nice, polite, fresh face of his, nice smile, everything, that's all a facade. Solomon's a little bit sick. And you figure like Bowman don't, at front seven, when you think about all the guys in the front seven, Ahmad Brooks, these guys get to go ahead and express themselves.
Yeah, Brooks. I like Brooks. Good choice. I like, even though he's older,
he's
I still
mean,
like your
man.
boy Brooks, man.
Oh,
He's a monster.
That's the meanest man on the line, man. Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one gapping.
It's going to be interesting that we talk our talk as far as Ronbo show, but then when we see the actual pre-season and the games for first and second of how our team is just not no trash and pushover, you know?
Oh, yeah. That'll be the nice thing. Because we can say, we seen it coming. How many points? They negative 10 yards on the run. Aerial yards.
Yeah.
39. 49ers' first route of the season. Could you imagine that? And we sit there and say, oh, we knew they was going to be pretty good, but we didn't know that was coming. We'd even be shocked. You know, we'd be saying, what? You know, just beating the hell out of a team. Oh, man. I would be shocked. I ain't going to lie. So.
I'm going to have to vote, too, for the thing that you had on. I believe it was Saturday. It was pretty quick. I think I got the number 2 guy. I'm not sure. I think it was number 2 guy. His name was
Anish?
The little
guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
Anish.
Yeah, Bodai. Yeah, Anish. He seemed like he legit young man.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you know how to go about voting, right? As I mentioned?
Yeah, go on the app and all that, and then...
No. Do it on your phone.
I think on that.
Do it on your phone. Do it on your phone. Just go to the video, tap your phone screen.
Okay.
And then the little eye will show up in the corner of your screen. Tap the eye, and then your voting ballot will drop right down, and then you can vote for the guy you want. And you know
From the video. Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm getting some more stuff. You must use your use your YouTube app. Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube app, and then because you have to on the phone anyway. So anyway, there you go. And if you're on your computer, also same thing. Rub that mouse across the upper right hand corner. It'll flash out real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, AJ.
All right, boss.
All right, man. Let me see.
No doubt.
Wait, question.
Stay cool,
AJ.
my brother. It's hot out here, but stay cool.
AJ, hold on. There's a question for you here. Question for AJ.
Okay.
What do you think of Akello Witherspoon? And that's from 49 cents, which is Toby.
Oh man, that's my neck of the woods. Meadowview, South Sacramento, all that. I mean, I'm pulling for dude, Oak Park. Anything from Sac, 916, stand up. So I mean, I think the boy gonna have it's a gargantuan way, man. He gonna try to do it big, show everybody that this rookie. So my opinion, I think he's gonna do at least as far as 1, 2. He's a rookie. He might get the rookie of the year, but he gonna be like the second guy, or you know what I mean. I think he could be the second or the third guy in talks for it. I think he's gonna be sharp.
Can't wait to see him in preseason.
A monster.
Yeah, because I got a feeling he may be getting more and more comfortable now. Because I got a feeling when he was clowned in that video, I do believe that he was just a little bit. Okay, I just got here, man, and who is this dude, man? Oh, and he left. I was thinking, did he catch our boy off guard? I'm just thinking, I don't believe that that's just the way he plays better than that. We've seen him play better than that. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
They wouldn't have even picked him, Ronbo. They wouldn't even got on him like that.
At number 3.
You know what I mean? Played, and he laid back, but I mean, there's some things he needs to clean up, and he knows it. That's what I'm saying. He's sharp enough to know that I ain't there yet. Yeah. But the skills he do have, he gonna really, really exert them, I think, to the max. And then the things he get told, or tighten up with, is on.
Tell you, man, because I want that 6'3" on the field. He is the prototype.
Him and Johnson, Johnson supposed to be his year too, maybe.
Yes, they're going back and forth.
And be
Yeah, Johnson is actually leading right now as far as who's going to start. So that could change. That's what we want to see, because everybody wants the golden boy to come on out there. You're 6'3", you were number 3 we picked up. Let's go, Akello. You can do this, man. All right, that's what I'm thinking. It'll happen. All right, AJ.
Another thing before I go. Hopefully we can get some vets. if we got the money to cap, if we can, man, if it was Jed Yorks or Lynch, man, he get that Revis Island. Get Revis, man. Let him get here for a year.
You think
1
Revis,
year?
has
Can't get
Revis
what the
got
money
any,
he want.
You think Revis
He's
got
close.
any juice left? I just don't. I mean, Dumervil's as low as I want to. I mean, as far as age-wise, that's as much as I want to do. Revis didn't look good as last year. I'm worried next year. I don't see him getting better.
You don't see him bouncing back to being in his status of he might get you. He might get this INT. You know what I mean?
But if he's 27, 28, AJ, if he's 27, 28, even 30, I might say, okay, let's check him out. But Revis at that skill position, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You know what?
So you're saying he gassed? He's 30, ain't he 33?
Yeah, I think he's playing now. Isn't he playing somewhere this year?
No, he's free agent.
Oh, he's still free
I
agent.
mean, nobody picked him up.
Yeah,
nobody. He's available. I was like, man, we can get that veteran status, and he can tell us, and man, we can do something with him just for 1 year.
Yeah, well, maybe
we're building, so
that could be that. And then you don't have to worry about the money for next year. All right, maybe, I don't know. Seems like they would have done it by now, though. Seems like.
That's true. That's true, bro. All right, man. Autopilot for me right now. I'm gonna do that vote, man. So
all right, AJ.
Stay up, red and gold.
Appreciate you, man. Talk to you later. And let's go to Trez, whom last episode we left Trez at the drive-thru about to order his food. I wish we had a replay of that. We should have brought that. Trez, you was killing us, man. What did you order?
I had that double chalupa, Taco Bell. Double chalupa, 2 Dorito tacos all the way. Yeah.
That's what was that? A snack?
Yeah, basically that's all it was. A snack. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if people saw that physique of yours, Trez, better than looking like that and eating like that. But of course, you got to eat to get big like that. So But go ahead, Trez. What was you gonna say?
Yeah. I was gonna say, let's go and get into it, man. Shout out to Hell, my tag team partner, man. All the rest, Toby, the whole crew, Rich, all the Solomon gang. We special shout out to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just get right to it, Ronbo. I know Toby asked a question. I know he didn't make the statement. He just asked the question. So to answer that question for you, Toby, we don't play touch. This professional football. So when we meet up against Kirk Cousins, we put Kirk Cousins' ass in the ground. And if we have to bury that fucker, we're going to bury him too. We ain't got no love for nobody that don't wear that 49er uniform. That red and gold, if you don't wear it, I don't give a damn. That burgundy and yellow, whatever the hell Washington wear, damn sure ain't red and gold. So look, Kirk Cousins' ass get put in the dirt. As hard as we can put him. That just sounds to that. We don't play touch around.
Trez, you
ain't no future, nothing for us.
Trez, you say there was a certain amount of hostility. I'm scared of you, man. Go try to hurt.
I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. We been paid to do a job, man, and we're gonna do that job. You think we got people making comments like about our defense and think we finna go out here and play touch against Kirk? Hell no, man. We got stuff to prove, Rumbo.
Yeah, lots. That's true.
We got stuff to prove, man. We ain't got time to baby nobody, man. Somebody might be a future, whatever for us. No.
Okay, Trez, we're playing Frank Gore.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
We're playing Frank Gore as well. I mean, you want to see him getting dragged through the dirt?
They put Frank ass in the dirt. It's the way it is. I love me some Frank Gore. Frank always a 9. But we ain't here to play with nobody this year, Rumbo.
Yeah.
We have to earn the respect of being 49ers all over again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to respect us no more.
Well, that's what I'm talking about PFF.
Oh, man, everybody back off. Oh, yeah, that's them 49ers right there. But now you say 49, people want to laugh.
Yeah,
what?
It's a joke.
Man,
it's a joke. It's so terrible, man. That's so true.
We ain't got time to play. We ain't got time to play with Frank. We ain't got time to play with Kirk and any other 49ers we going up against. Former 49ers we going up against.
Vernon.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you see Eric Reed?
And even if Cap was on somebody's team, we'll put his ass in the dirt too. So that's just where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you realize we're playing Vernon Davis as well? So we can see Vernon Davis.
And definitely put his drop passing ass in the dirt. What? Lay a lick on his ass
Can you see Eric Reed treating him like Cam Chancellor did?
Hey, yeah, need to. Because Cam Chancellor took the heart out that boy, man. That boy went right ever since that hit, man. You know, I mean, I replayed the Super Bowl, man. When Vernon was going on that streak down the sideline and dropped that damn pass, man, when we was on that last drive, man. We could, if he'd have caught that ball, we'd have been set up a lot earlier and wouldn't have been in that rush mode we was in when we got down there trying to, you know, win it all, man. So, you know, a lot of that shit had to do with his ass too, dropping that ball. So, you know.
Vernon could drop him, boy. I mean, he could.
But
whoa. Go ahead.
What you saying, Ronbo?
You know, I was just saying, Vernon, he used to be able to drop him. Boy, I mean, he could drop him. And all of a sudden, he makes these great catches.
Drop city.
Dropped them certain passes just at the wrong time.
Yeah. Yeah, so in answer to the question about when you were saying about the lack of respect that they saying that we gonna come in and we gonna have a worst front seven, and you know, I think right now, you know, none of that to me, that ain't a true statement right there. But I can see what they trying to base it off. When you want to put it down on the paper and say, okay, we still maturing as a defense. We have a whole new defensive coordinator. We have a whole new defensive scheme.
Mm-hmm.
We have whole new defensive coaches. Mm-hmm. Okay, when you come at me like that, I can see you saying, okay, we ain't gonna be this, that, and the third. But bullshit. Did you see who we drafted though?
Yes.
See, that's what they didn't see.
Yeah.
And these boys are gonna come along a lot faster than what they think.
Mm.
We're gonna play fast and physical, man. Believe that. That's going to be our motto, fast and physical. All that time I touch somebody, we ain't touching nobody, man.
No, it's hard, painful, violent. Tress, that's what I'm saying. PFF is one. They did profiles week after week. They spotlighted a percentage of the front seven. And that's why I'm saying I look up and I open up my computer. I read there. 49ers are ranked dead last of the front seven. I clicked it to read it. And then all of a sudden they try to clean it up. We say they could be the team of the biggest improvement of the year, but for now, we just don't. The key word being could. I said, yeah, but y'all only got to throw in a 32. I mean, because you could have said 28, 27. Why we got to be dead last? See, that's what my problem was. You know, if you go randomly throw me out there, you know, I'm still mad.
We still the team that they love to hate. You know, they still hate. We got them five. You know, sitting in the case.
I know.
You know, they hate that.
Yeah,
they hate that with a passion. So, you know.
There's a question
you
for you
gotta
here.
understand. A lot of them old beat writers, they were kids back in the day when we was whooping on their team and shit.
Yeah.
So now, you know, they're adults
Revenge.
now, so they still got a little salt in their blood. You know, they're salty about it. You know, so they're gonna go against us, you know. But we're gonna prove them all wrong this year, man. But to answer all them questions, man, about us playing touch and future court, no sir. No, we're playing fast and physical, man. We got to be serious, man.
Trez, there is a question for you.
All that Chip Kelly shit, that's gone, bro. That's gone.
There is another question for you, though. Where's Chris's question? Oh, Chris Schultz wants to know, to ask you, what quarterback has the highest passer rating over his last 25 games in the league? Trez, you know what I love about this? People love to ask you questions. Now, I don't suspect that you have the answer immediately. So, Chris, well, Trez, go ahead. I mean, are you ready for that answer, or do you want to come back on this one later after you go do your little bit of looking?
What was it again? What quarterback? What?
Yeah, what quarterback has the highest passer rating over his last 25 games in the NFL?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah, that's right offhand. Okay, so just so you remember, if you want to look at it later.
Is that
is that a pro?
Kirk Cousins question?
How'd you assume that? Because Trez, when you go,
Kirk Cousins.
Well, yeah, because when you do go look this up, Trez, you will probably find that Kirk is probably going to rank pretty high on that. But you know, I just say. So anyway, I imagine, and Chris, can we assume that you threw that question out there because Kirk is the number one guy in the last 25 games as far as highest passer rating? I'm just guessing that's what he's going to say. So there you go.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's where it's coming from. You know, old Kirk question, but you know, hey,
Trez gets a lot of those.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins ain't the man for us, man. Hey, look, if y'all want to see somebody that's from the Redskins organization and talk about Kirk Cousins, go on Ronbo Sports, go on Facebook, Ronbo Sports, and look at the video I posted up there. This dude is a season ticket holder of the Washington Redskins, been a season ticket holder for I know at least 7 years. And he's telling you the truth about one Kirk Cousins and how he said that he don't care about Kirk Cousins staying or leaving. But did you hear him say, Ronbo, he ain't that dude? Did you hear him say that?
I did.
He ain't that dude to get it done. And he's on his team. I've been saying that.
I just wonder what his team is going to do, though, if after Cousins leaves. Washington goes in full rebuild mode as well, you know?
Well, no, you're going to have a lot of veterans out here that's going to be demanding some money. You know, Drew Brees, I think, is going to be a free agent. Like I was telling you, it was another one that's going to be a free agent. You're going to have a lot of veteran quarterbacks that are going to be free agents that might pick up with other teams. You know?
Oh, I forgot about Garoppolo. They'll go for Garoppolo. They're not going for Drew Brees. Drew Brees is not leaving Nolans. I'm going to tell everybody that right now. He ain't getting out of Nolans.
If Nolans ain't got that money, he is.
They'll pay him. Nolans will pay him. They'll never let Brees leave, especially with his efficiency from last year. He ain't getting tired, it looks like. So you figure it's going to be Garoppolo. Who else is available next year? Cousins, Garoppolo. There's only
Garoppolo, Brees.
Rodgers is not
somebody
leaving.
Somebody else I gave you two yesterday.
Rodgers is not leaving Green Bay.
Yeah, who it is?
Here's another question for you, Trez.
But you going to have...
It says, this is Andrew Burt. He says, who do you think out of the whole offensive weapons we have will have the bigger impact this year? Yeah, who's going to be your biggest, who's going to be your baddest dude on offense this year, do you project, Trez? Tough one, huh?
It's hard to say because you want to say easily one of the running backs.
Yeah, that's what I'm
really
thinking.
Because if Hoyer struggles, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How are we going to get the wide receivers off? So how can the wide receivers have a big year if he's struggling? You see what I'm saying? And he will very easily struggle because he ain't no top of the line quarterback either, you know.
True, but the running game is
in the middle of the pack. Yeah, he's below the pack. So
yeah, I agree.
I would have to say one of the running backs.
Yeah.
You know, probably Carlos, you know.
Because it all starts right there with the running back.
But,
with the run game as far as Shanahan's system goes.
Yeah, with the run game, exactly.
Yeah,
and then you got to understand, we ain't been, a lot of people think we're going to be this pass-happy team, man. No, we're not. We're not going to be a pass-happy team. We're going to set up the pass and take shots down the field.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to be
but
intelligent
we're going to run that ball, too.
Yeah. And that's what Shanahan, and it worked for Matty Ryan the same way last year. This is what I'm saying. Because his offensive game is so complex. Trez, you and I can come out and quarterback. See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. People need to give up worrying about Brian Hoyer. The run game is going to make it easy enough for a sixth grader to come out there. That's why Matty Ryan is an MVP. Because you know and I know Matt Ryan was nobody's elite juggernaut quarterback. And last year, he's like the best in the league all of a sudden. Had more to do with the system than it did Matty. So that's,
Exactly. Yeah. And that's for a lot of these quarterbacks. It's the system, you know. Yeah. But see, Drew Brees, I mean, he's proven he can go anywhere. He's gonna throw for it. But Brees is gonna be a quarterback friendly offense. They're gonna be pass happy wherever he goes.
Yeah,
because he got to throw the ball.
Yeah, because
he gonna get his number.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Trez.
But all right, Ronbo, that's it for me. Hey, like I say, shout out my tag team partner, man. Look, don't come in here. Don't start that.
No, Trey's laying low. Man. Yeah, Trey's been laying low. We haven't seen him in a while, so we may see him a little later.
Oh, okay. He's rubber ducking it. Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay.
He's my partner
alone with the rubber ducky. He out there in the shower. Let him his jacuzzi and shower, whatever he's doing with his rubber ducky. But give him his time. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back.
All right, Ronbo. Yes, indeed, Trez. Have a good night, man.
I'm go.
Yo.
Hey, you too.
Yeah, Trey's the only guy that I know that actually brings his rubber ducky into the shower stall. That's very bizarre. Hey, let's go ahead. And Rip the Jacket says, "Where's my Nighthawk? I think he got locked up." Oh. Nighthawk, where is Nighthawk? Nighthawk could be passed out. Because, it's East Coast. It's 10 o'clock. So he makes it most of the time, but every now and then you never know. Who we got next? Hey, Greg.
Ronbo, get me.
Greg, are you, where are you, Greg? Oh, Skip. You're still in the shower. Man, we got the cleanest dudes. Wait, one thing about 49ers, we are a clean group. Greg, we'll be back, man. Be careful with that soap, man. Don't slip. All right, let's go to Win. Win.
Oh, how you doing, sir?
Hey, doing all right. Win, how you doing tonight, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know. Remember, this Win. The same thing applies. I hope you're not on speakerphone.
No, sir.
All right. You can hear you now, Win. Go ahead. Win, you have the worst. You have the worst front seven in the NFL. What is your feeling on that?
Man, these people, you know what? It's frustrating because, Pro Football Focus came out with that and they said that we had one of the best linebacker units. Mm-hmm. Like, how you going to say we got one of the best linebacker units and don't give us any love with the defensive line? Because the defensive line not doing their job, the linebackers can't do anything.
Amen.
They be hitting people 10, 15 yards downfield like we were last year. But look here, everybody can overrate and underrate us and everything. We'll see when it comes time out there. Because I think the defensive line is probably the best unit on the best position group on the team.
And I fully agree. That's exactly right. That could be the best unit on the field. So
I'm not worried about them, man. Look here, I'm just so looking forward to the season and everything. So, I just got in and everything. I just got a chance to call in. Did y'all get a chance to talk much about Kirk Cousins tonight?
No, and I knew his name was going to come up. I was trying to wait until it was official, but we know pretty much it's going to be official. Kirk Cousins is not going to be the Washington Redskins quarterback of the future. Trez just talked about him in length, as you may have heard.
I know Trez don't like him, do it?
Not even a little bit.
I caught the end. I caught the very end of it.
Oh. And Toby asked a question at the beginning of the show. He says, should the 49ers, as you know, we play the Redskins, should the 49ers go after Kirk Cousins with extreme prejudice? I'm thinking, okay, this is an interesting question. I mean, the 49ers going to go all out to make sure that the Kirk is biting green all afternoon, or are they going to go after him thinking that's our quarterback for next season? I mean, Trez answered that with, kill him. This is a game where our job is to make sure that Kirk Cousins doesn't get to do his job. So, but your feeling on that, Wayne, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? I hadn't just really been a big Kirk Cousins fan, and my problem was that a couple of years ago he cost me the fantasy league championship. A guy picked him up on the day of my fantasy league championship, and he scored 44 points against me.
Oh,
so I've had a grudge against him ever since then. But anyway, but as far as just his game, now I've been going back through and I've been looking at his highlights and everything, and been kind of watching some of the stuff on NFL Network. Mm-hmm. I still think the kid is a top 10 to 12 quarterback.
His stats support it.
I think when we get him, I think he's gonna put us on the fast track to win the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, I offer no argument against that. Yeah, I know everybody complains about how much money he'll be taking, but if he gets to the Super Bowl, Parag
and them, the guys that do those contracts,
yep.
They're not gonna do a contract that's gonna put us in a crippling position.
That's what I keep saying. Me and you on the same page. I said you got Parag Marat up there, man. Parag is the guru of contracts. Yeah.
And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that a lot of the fans we got to realize. You think about the drafts that Trent Baalke had over the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
2012, he blew it totally. Then 2013, he blew it totally. Aside from the fact, and this is what Trent Baalke did right before he left. He exercised a 5th-year option on Eric Reed. He gave an extension to. He gave a 1-year extension to Tank Carradine. Then he also gave an extension to Vance McDonald. Those are his top 3 picks, and that was his way of trying to save the 2013 draft. Because if it weren't for that, that's two back-to-back drafts that he blew totally.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave those guys extensions, but none of them really deserved extensions. So the next person coming up due for an extension, I think, is going to be Jimmy Ward. Carlos Hyde may prove that he's worthy of one, but
Jimmy,
I think Shanahan's system, you can replace running backs pretty easily. And I think Hyde's a good back. Don't get me wrong.
No, I agree.
But I think you can replace running backs pretty easily in the draft and everything. So we don't have anybody to give money to. And one of the best things that Trent Baalke did is that he didn't spend any money in free agency.
Yeah.
Think about last year. Our top free agent was Zane Beadles.
Yeah, and he didn't cost no money. Not really.
Yeah, so he didn't really cost anything. So to me, that's the best thing that Trent Baalke did was he left us a whole bunch of cap space.
Yeah.
So even if we get Kirk Cousins and he get this $100 million, $50 million guarantees or whatever, man, they're gonna space that out. It's gonna be perfectly put in place where when these guys do come up with like Deforest Buckner, and hopefully Arik Armstead and guys like that, when it comes time for them to get extensions, man, it fall right in place.
Right.
So
because they don't all come at the same time.
I think, they come up. And the year is going to be staggered on those guys because they was a year apart. But anyway, I think Kirk Cousins put us on the fast track. Man, I think instead of being 3 years down the road, it could be a year or 2 down the road that we could be really in the competition to win the Super Bowl.
So agree.
Like I said, if we get Cousins, we turn around and look. Well, we're not having to go and trade up into the draft and get a guy. We can turn around and use that our first round draft pick and some of the other picks that we got to get us another playmaker along with Kirk Cousins.
Another good
point. So we'd be killing 2 birds with one stone, so to speak.
Yeah. Because I worry about that going in the draft to get a quarterback too. If it's not C.J. Beathard, and you got to run the risk of going in the draft and seeing if this kid can develop. I don't want to be ifing for the next. Then we immediately become the Cleveland Browns and the Texans and all these guys that are getting done a job on the Jets. They're bringing in a new quarterback every single year. This is something I do not want to become a part of. And you're finishing right around the last place each and every league. That is just something I just don't want to endure. So this is why I'm with you on Kirk Cousins. Bring him in.
You know what?
Yeah.
The other thing about that, Ronbo, is that Cousins, by the time if he plays for us next year, by the time he plays, he'll be 30.
Yeah.
But due to be going into his prime as far as in the mental aspect of the game, knowing all the ins and outs and stuff like that, dude's been in played 6 years. And my thing is, look at guys like Eli Manning and all these guys. Man, these guys, they playing up to they 36, 37, 38 years old.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
especially
we can get a good 5-6 years out of them at a minimum.
I agree. Because the way they protect quarterbacks, that's why Tom Brady's going to be playing into his 50s. And that's why I'm not really worried about 30 years old. 30 in the NFL now for quarterbacks, that's the new 27 or 25.
Now, if he was 30 years old trying to play like Cap, that would be totally different.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's done.
But this guy's playing the game inside the pocket, man. This is the way it needs to be played and everything. So, hey, I'm all for it, man. And like I said, I ain't just saying he's the greatest, but I do believe you can win a Super Bowl with him.
Yeah, especially with Shanahan. You see, that's why people don't factor in. If you're going to factor in a quarterback, you can add this to the equation. He's got good pocket presence. He's got good field vision. He reads defenses good, and you need to add he's got Shanahan. That's the edging factor right there. That's why I say
that's it.
You got to add him in any equation, any quarterback. You got to add Shanahan in as part of the weapon. He's like the quarterback on the field at the same time.
Hey, one other thing, I know a lot of people probably question Kirk Cousins with him not winning and everything.
Yeah.
But man, it's a total team effort. And the Redskins had the 28th ranked defense last year.
Yeah, I know. They were had a good offensive
line.
line.
They weren't much better than. They weren't much better than us, but.
Yeah. They were giving up points, and that's why. Yeah, that's why. Kirk doesn't get much credit for that. His run game was just average too. They didn't. The running back wasn't really tearing up. So you give this guy a better run game, a defense, and the argument is you can say that about any quarterback. I know, but if the quarterback can do what Kirk can do, it maybe adds a little bit of an edge. I don't know, and I don't get real crazy because people who are anti-Kirk, they really hate him. When they hate him so, God, they hate him so bad. It's crazy. The hostilities involved are, So I try to just okay.
Hey, he'll be our favorite cousin once he get that 49 uniform on.
True.
If they don't like him, they'll learn to love him once he start winning and everything for us. So
it's amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and put my piece in on that, man, and definitely love the show, man. Been listening in and everything, so I'll keep on listening in.
All right. Appreciate you too. We're gonna go, Win, and come on back to Red and Gold Radio.
Right.
We'll be looking for you. All right.
Yes, sir. Take care now.
All right, you too, bro. Let's go to Greg and see if Greg is out of the shower.
Yeah,
Greg, what kind of soap did you use? I can smell that from here. It's kind of yeah.
I got the Irish Spring.
Are you an Irish Spring? No wonder I can smell it.
That's a cheap one right there.
I worry about Irish Spring. You're right. You can get a pack of 12 for $2.99. Greg, you got to be careful with that kind of soap, man. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Greg, you have the worst front seven in the NFL according to PFF. Are they smoking a low grade of dope? Or what do you think about that kind of assessment? Are they crazy or what?
I don't know what they're smoking, but I've never smoked before, but whatever they're smoking, if I'm ever going to do it, I'm going to smoke that because they're crazy.
Greg, man, okay. Where do you see the guys falling into place this year? Because, man, I got some thoughts about them demons getting loose in a free expressive defense. Man, that's going to be fun to watch. But what do you think?
I just can't wait. Ronbo, we're not that far away. I mean, I just can't wait till preseason, dude.
You only got a few weeks.
I can't wait till we hear Von Miller talking and that offensive line for the Denver Broncos talking about how beast that front seven and linebackers are.
Man. It is.
And also Reuben Foster.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to practice.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. Hey! We're only a couple of weeks before those guys reconvene back in Santa Clara. Yes!
Yeah, 11 more days. Like 10, 11 more days.
Oh. Reuben's, you know what? I got a feeling Foster's shoulder's probably just all the way around. They're going to be scared and probably take it easy on him and, bring him in for like a couple of plays here and there and say, Reuben, that's enough, man. You're gonna start on opening night. He may not start opening night, but he'll get some snaps anyway, or opening day, should I say? We don't have any more opening nights, but yeah. So.
Hey, Ronbo. So one question: do you believe in Mike Shanahan? Not Kyle. I'm saying Mike.
No, I do believe in Mike because Mike's won too many Super Bowls that you can't. Only thing is, I worry sometimes. If there's one worry I do have about Mike Shanahan, has a game evolved past his expertise and his way of thinking, or did he keep up all the way? That's my only thing. Because he's got his pulse. I mean, his finger on the pulse of the game now. But does his dad still keep up? So that's the thing.
Okay. So anyways, my point being, so months ago, I listened to Colin Cowherd sometimes, and Mike Shanahan was a guest on The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
And Colin Cowherd asked Mike Shanahan, what do you think about Kirk Cousins? And you know what Mike Shanahan said?
What?
I don't know if you heard this, but you know what he said?
I missed it. What? Please tell me.
He said, I believe Kirk Cousins could take you to could take you to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. That's how much I highly think of him. He's a franchise quarterback, no doubt.
Oh yeah. You know what? There was never any question about that. It's just I think people just question: the 49ers franchise quarterback, I guess.
Whatever quarterback, wherever he's okay. Point is, just for the doubters, the dad of our coach is saying he's a Super Bowl quarterback. You know,
It's good enough for me.
and like the last caller said, he had the 28th defense. All right.
Yeah.
Look where he carried his team almost to the playoffs. Yeah, we had the worst defense, but we only had 2 wins. And Kirk Cousins had, I don't know how many wins this past season with the 28th defense and with not that good of a run game either.
Yeah, I just pointed that out a second ago. He did that kind of on his own.
Yeah.
Whereas people say, can he carry a team on his own shoulders? Uh-oh. But check that box off. Looks like he can, you know. So,
But at the end of the day, it's a team sport, you know.
yeah.
We believe we have the defense. If we think we could do good with Brian Hoyer, how much better can we do with Kirk Cousins? I
yes.
think a lot better.
Yeah. Again, as I say, don't forget when you're putting in all those little qualities, the Shanahan factor, that's always huge. So, yeah, I like it. I mean, I've been on Kirk's wagon ever since the beginning. When they first said that he wanted to come to San Francisco and he would only sign a long-term deal with the 49ers. And Dan Snyder said, they will get him out of my cold, dead hands. You know, and I said, you know, these are grown men. Why don't they go ahead and work this out, man? Grown-ass men. So, you know, and we're still having this comedy. And Snyder still played this game. He could have got rid of Kirk. He could have got picks already, Greg. He could have been set up for next season from the 49ers, ready to deal with him. I believe they're going to give him a second-round pick, next year's second-round pick, and some other compensation. No, not Dan. You're not getting him. He's like 3 years old. You're not getting him because I hate the Shanahans. Come on, man. You're a grown man. Act like it. You're a businessman. You're responsible for lots of people and things. Act like the part. No, he went the child route. He went back to the 8th grade, and now he's going to have to pay He's going to pay Kirk, how many million? 30. He's paying Kirk an incredible
34, 32?
Yeah. He's paying an incredible amount of money just to watch him walk away. Oh, my God. See, this makes no sense.
Yep.
So, you know, we'll see what happens next year. I figure they're going to put another tag on him. It'll be a transition tag this time, though. They won't have to pay any money, but whatever deal Kirk makes outside of the Washington City limits, they can match. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how all that works either.
Yeah.
But anyways, Ronbo, well, that's all I got, and I just want to say thank you for all the people that voted so far, and we'll see how everything goes.
That's right. Greg was in the contest yesterday. I just explained to people the contest is the voting doesn't end until Monday, Greg. So you can get your people involved. Yeah, you can have people call in.
I'm looking.
Yeah. You tell people to go to YouTube, and you got to do it at the YouTube video now because we got it set up right there because you can set it up everywhere. It makes it easier, too, because the app, we don't know if it's going to work. But anyway, go to YouTube. You'll see the little, just tap your screen if you're using a phone from the app, YouTube app. Tap the screen. The little eye comes up in the right-hand corner. Tap the eye. The voting ballot falls down, and whomever it is that you're asking to vote for your Greg, they'll vote for Greg. All right? All right, Greg.
Thank you, Ronbo.
All right, bro. Talk to you good. See you tomorrow. Hey, Greg.
Have a good night.
Oh, that's okay. All right, Greg. Have a good night.
What happened?
Oh, no. I thought I saw a question for you, but it looks like it's for me. So, yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, bye.
Okay, so it says AJ and myself. He says I was getting gas the other week, and you be having mad listeners. He was the young gas clerk for Fry's. His name was CJ. CJ, what's up? Shout out to CJ, red and golden, my guy. Let's go. Hey CJ, appreciate you, man. Let's go to T-Bone. T-Bone.
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, T-Bone.
Hey, I tried to do that thing last night, but my Gmail wasn't working. I was trying to download the app, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you were going to do it for like a half hour. I thought it was going to be the hour and a half.
Yeah, it was quick because we didn't get a lot of contestants last night. I anticipated more myself, but we'll see what happens. We're going to do it again next Saturday.
I did. Well, I was watching the YouTube video while I was watching YouTube, I did see somebody voted for me. I'm like, hey, I got to vote.
Oh, Sahel. Yeah. Wait. T-Bone, you.
Thank you, Sahel. I appreciate that.
T-Bone, wait. You were in the contest last night. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, T-Bone. We lost T-Bone.
Said I won?
No. Wait. I think I'm a little confused. Wait. Is it Sahel voted for in chat?
No, I said I seen that I got a vote. I don't know who voted for me. I did get a vote. That made me happy.
Well, okay. Well, of course you're going to get a vote. I'm a little confused. Anyway, tell you what. And T-Bone, good luck with that. Hey, T-Bone, also, as I was going over a few minutes ago, the comedy involved in the 49ers having the worst front seven in the league.
See, that's what I was telling you the other day. We have the worst front seven, but the number 4 linebackers. How does that make sense?
Yeah. and that's what Wynn just pointed out a minute ago, too.
But Ronbo, I was thinking, man, I have a name just for the defensive line.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm ready for
Forest Fire.
Force Fire. Not Force, but Force Fire. I like that, especially since we're gold and red.
We could go old school, and we could do the Fancy Island, Deforest Fire. The plain balls.
Oh! Hey, but the other thing is, will the rest of the guys on the front seven, will they say, how can we get to spotlight his name? But then again, he could be the most dominant force on that defensive line. So it would make sense to call it Deforest Fire. I like that.
Because he's going to fire other people up,
Oh, hell yes. So,
When he gets his 6 sacks in one game, they're going to see that. Hopefully he gets to see Jax.
Yeah. I can tell you, I really, this is why I can't wait to see what happens now, because that 49er defense, now you heard Aaron Lynch a little while ago. I understand Aaron Lynch was getting his head shaved today, his whole mind. Aaron Lynch is dropping all his friends. I guess his hamburger buddies are done. And also he's changed everything. His diet, everything's changed. And now Lynch is ready to roll. I guess he's lost weight. So he was the only guy I was worried about. I said, if you bring Aaron Lynch to add to the powers we've already got, oh, good Lord, we're going to be badass. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So did you ever get a chance to see the Donovan Newsom highlights?
Wait, the who?
Donovan Newsom?
Oh, yeah, I just watched it. There was only, he got his high school, and I saw his high school, and he was good then too. High school, and also a few minutes of his university with this comical video he's doing. He's like an entertainer of some kind. But there was a little bit of footage there too, so I enjoyed that. So yeah, I could see where they'd want him. I hope he makes the team actually. Even if he doesn't start right now, he'd be great to keep around for special teams right now until they get him up to speed. Those are the guys that make for special teams.
Coverage linebacker.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, man.
Well, thing about Kirk Cousins, okay. Like you said, if Brian Hoyer goes 10-6, goes to the playoffs, what do we do?
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to draft another quarterback and have to wait another 4 years.
See, that's
just.
There's a lot of us.
If they even get it, I mean.
It's going to take too long.
Because I was looking up the roster for the Browns when Hoyer was at the Browns. Shanahan drafted Isaiah Crowell and what's his name? Terrence West.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they had like number 4 rushing. I mean, like really? And they got Ben Tate from the Texans.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. The running game, the 49ers, now the 49ers, the run game will probably not fail. There's no doubt about that, which is in essence why you can expect success, because the run game is going to work. Because if that happens, and it's going to, most likely, now the run game becomes a piece of cake. This is why these huge expectations and, will he fail? Will he fail? No, he's not going to fail. He's already played with Shanahan in Cleveland. Cleveland sucks, and he won 7 games. So that's what I'm saying.
He's working out with like 15 people right now.
Yeah.
Camp Hoyer.
Yeah. So there's really.
He's working with all the wide receivers that didn't leave the country for vacation.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he's working with Goodwin and Bolden, and he's working with all of them.
There's really.
Even the running backs were there. I mean,
it's Bibby.
You know,
was
it's
that
like-
Bibbs? Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. There's no reason to expect all these doom, gloom things from Brian Hoyer. He'll be fine. He's got the run game that he's going to have. Now it makes his job super easy. It's like I said, Matty Ice was never going to be the MVP of the NFL until Shanahan. Watch Matty Ice fall back down to reality, or just normal, should I
it took
say.
him 2 years to get the playbook. It took him 2 years to get the playbook down.
Yes! You know, it's just, come on, man.
I mean,
Get up off of Hoyer, man.
You know?
He's not that pathetic.
I mean-
So, yeah, I agree. So we'll see.
I got faith in him.
Yeah, I do too. He's not going to. If they have a problem, it's going to be because somebody got hurt or something on defense or something like that. But forget about Hoyer going out there smelling the place up. It's not going to happen, especially with the run game guy, because Bobby Turner and Kyle Shanahan make sure that works. And then and it's such a brilliant thing, T-Bone, because the A, B, and then C follows kind of easily. If the running game is working, then all of a sudden I've got it easy to work with my wide receivers and my quarterback. It was all about the run game. You know, and now all Brian has to do is go back and pick his poison or pick his bomb, and the other team has to sit back and pick their poison, who they're going to cover, that's why those quick, fast receivers that Shanahan pulled out, you can see a plan coming together already. That's what I like about what's going on. So, it's going to be a fun season, T-Bone.
I can't wait, man.
T-Bone, I see where you got your votes now.
Like I said a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, just like Triple H said, if they're booing, you're doing your job.
Yeah.
They're hating on us. We're doing our job. They're going to be hating us even more when we're beating everybody's ass.
Yeah, I know, huh? And crying and giving excuses as to why the other team lost. The only other team lost because they had 3-4 guys out. And the next week, what's the excuse? Well, they probably were a little surprised by this and that, but normally the 49ers still suck. They're never going to say it. 49ers could be all over the Super Bowl.
See,
luckiest team in the NFL.
What we need to do is, when we're playing the Seahawks, if they're beating us, we need to turn the lights out in the stadium for an hour and a half. Like we had in the Super Bowl,
That's the way to beat a team. Take the momentum away, put them in the dark for a little while, The NFL did that on purpose just so they could make a longer game out of it.
Or pay the rest like they do, and we can get holding calls, and
in
the back's not called.
Yeah. T-Bone, I see where you got your vote now. I just want to say, you got your vote on the chat room. You didn't actually, T-Bone didn't even have to participate. 49 cents when they had voted for him.
Oh, hell yeah. See, he's got sense.
and also,
I want to tell you something before I leave.
Wait, I got a question for you before you do that. From 49 cents. Wait, let me get this question to you first though. He says T-Bone is the only Niner fan in his family that lives in Ohio. That's why I voted for T-Bone. That's from Toby.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I got Houston Texans and Steelers.
Oh God. Both of them just rough. And we got to play Texas.
But I see it was the thing I see, and I cracked up. And it was the picture of the Seahawks logo, right? But instead of the bird, it was like an old man. Yeah. And it said 41-year-old team with 4-year-old fans.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Hey, the Hawks are getting up there. Most of their top players are pushing the 30 mark and in skill positions. So, when you look at Thomas back there, I think he's 31 this year. Richard Sherman's going to be rubbing around 30. Bennett, 31. KJ Wright, 31. They're getting to the point now where, some of the steam's been let out, especially when they got their feelings hurt in the Super Bowl. That takes a lot out of you, So,
Plus all the dismay and stuff in the locker room.
That they say is not happening. But you got to say that. Every team says that. Timo, didn't the 49ers say that we weren't having any locker room issues a couple of years ago? We were having raging out locker room issues.
Oh, yeah, fights and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to say that. You can't come out and admit that your locker room was in turmoil. It looks bad. And it sends the wrong signal to the fan base. They're having every problem that's been reported. Okay, T-Bone.
All right, man.
We'll look to talk to you tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna be a Kirk Cousins.
Go Niners.
Right. Oh God. And it is going to be a Kirk Cousins day, most likely. I mean, I was trying not to jump all over today because I knew we were going to be all over it tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be. Man, the media's going to go buck wild. Look when you wake up, man. Not when you wake up. After lunch. Wait, no. 1 p.m. East Coast. That's going to be, let's see, 9. That is going to be morning for us. At least I heard it was going to be 1 p.m. East Coast time that be announced. That means it's early in the day. It's before lunch. It will be announced. Kirky didn't sign. And then of course you get those little ripple effects. And then the media will say, will Kirk be serious with, I'm getting a head shaker. Will Kirk Cousins be serious with the Washington Redskins this year? 1 p.m. PD. Okay, so 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's us. So yeah, it's going to be, well, God, they're going to be giving, okay, so they give the Redskins all day to get it done. Wouldn't it be funny, though? 12:35, Kirk Cousins signs this crazy deal, but, he can't really do it. Because if he spends all the money they have, and Kirk's probably going to ask him for $50 million a year, because Kirk doesn't like him. So he can't do that because that way he can't sign any other players for God knows how long, right? Okay, you know what? Okay, shotgun rain 549. 49ers getting Kirk Cousins and Le'Veon Bell next year. Good Lord! Michigan State alumni. And then it's 49 cents. What's up with Grant Cohn trivia questions? Is Grant Cohn running trivia questions today? I haven't checked that out yet. I love, between you and me, I gotta tell you, every now and then I do find Grant Cohn amusing. I mean, because he's so strange and crazy. And, the things he does are really bold. I mean, Grant could get punched in the face sitting at a local restaurant if, you got to have a lot of nerve to do the things and say Grant, does. And then there's Chris Schultz one. Oh, we already got that one. Andrew Burt, we got that one. Tunes. Oh, wait. Andrew Burt's got another question? Okay. Did you guys see ESPN say 49ers got the worst roster in the NFL? No, they say that all the time. They've been saying it for the last 2 years. So no matter what the 49ers do, ESPN's going to come in and say that. I mean, you could disguise the New England Patriots and put them in 49er uniforms, and ESPN would still call us the worst roster in the NFL. Yeah. So pay them no attention. Tunes 44. Who has the bigger season? Trent Taylor or Joe Williams? Ooh, that is a good God. Jesus, that's a good question. If I had to bet right now who's going to have the biggest season between the two, though, this season I have to go with Joe Williams. I say that because Joe Williams is going to get a lot of touches this year because no matter how hard Carlos works, he's going to be the inside zone guy. I don't think that Shanahan's going to try to put a square peg into a round hole. If Carlos can't run it smoothly, he's not going to force that matter. Now, Carlos is probably still going to play, but he's probably going to run the inside zone more often. And Joe Williams, since he knows how to hit that corner and go, he's going to be the guy on the stretch, most likely. I mean, Carlos could beat him out if he learned, but it's not Carlos' style. It's the only reason I say that. I'm not taking away from Carlos' talent. I'm just saying it's not him, but it is Joe. So, you see what happens out there. And, and as I say, you got Kyle Shanahan and the running back coach, Bobby Turner, standing on the table. Hey, John. Joe, give us Joe. Get Joe, man. So he's going to get touches. So you figure, for that reason, Joe Williams over Trent. Trent's going to get his, though. He's going to get his as well. But this year, Joe, and maybe next year, Trent. We'll see. All right. Tunes 44. Who has the biggest? Oh, sorry, just did that. Andrew Burt. If Hoyer takes us to the NFC Championship, would you buy? Would you buy his jersey? You damn right. I might buy two. You give him out as Christmas gifts. And he's playing outstanding, 4,000 yards plus and 20 TDs. You know, you'd have to buy his jersey. Only thing is, how long would you have his jersey? Because I don't know how long I don't know how long Brian's going to be a 49er. It's kind of the way they're looking and shaping his career with the 49ers. And they tell Brian it's coming. And everybody knows. Can you imagine Brian is talking to his wife? Yeah, they're just calling me a bridge. I got news for him, though. I'm nobody's bridge. I'm going to come in this year, and I already know Shanny's. I know his offense. That's going to be like putty in my hands. I'm going to score. Babe, I'm going to score like they've never seen in San Francisco. And then next year, I want to see if they're going to call me a bridge. I want to know if I need to go and bring in Kirk, who, by the way, I suspect I'll have more wins this season than he will. You know, you got to talk smack before the season starts, right? So I'm seeing Brian doing that. So, yeah, Andrew, I'd buy his jersey. And Jeff Tan says, free the cornflake kid. Hey, cornflake kid might be in love. He says, he's at that age, you know. We haven't talked to him much. I haven't even seen him online. I haven't even seen him on Twitter. I saw him on Facebook, Instagram. That's right. I did see him the other day. And Michael Lana says, tell Trez I'm going to buy him a Cousins jersey when he signs with us next year. I believe he wears a large. Probably wears an extra large. Trez is a big dude. I'm not talking fat. I'm talking big dude. I mean, Trez looks like he could play. And the dude can play. I'm not sure how tall he is, but Trez could definitely play a linebacker. He'll have to wear it on here and tell us how wrong. Trey will love this. Trez, Atlantis, Mike says he's going to buy you a jersey, and you're going to have to wear that jersey when you admit that you were wrong during the summer of 2017. How wrong he was. Oh, I enjoy this stuff so much. Okay, tomorrow night, it is the time. Oh, is anything on the chat room I can hit? Okay. Tomorrow night, we will indeed. I don't even come in with a subject. I'm just come answer the phone and say, fam, Kirk Cousins is now available. How you go act? And then, of course, you're going to say things like, Ronbo, we go get him, man. Like Wynn says, he's going to put us on a fast track to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to say, oh, God, we're putting on our pants before we... No, we're putting on our shoes before we put on our pants. But I used to do that when I was 5 years old until my mom just come in and slap me in the back of the head. So I got my pants on a few times, too. So, you know, it's okay. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. PDT. I'm going over to Rewind and hang out as well. So if you want to talk some more football, let's do that. Hey, I need to tell Ed. As I always forget to do, please don't forget, you know how I love me some likes. Hit me a like before you go. And I'll see you tomorrow on Red Gold Radio, 7 p.m. PDT. Kirky Cousins. Niners!